Hello and welcome back to the channel. First up today for this fact sheets, it's the 25th of October. We've got the Aprilia RX125 motorbike. It's one of the first times we've got the motorbike in game without having it been a mod from one of the modder community. It's going to cost you $4,000. It is manual transmission, only weighs 134 kilos. It's got 15 horsepower and has a maximum speed of 100 kilometers an hour or 62 miles an hour. And it will hold 7 litres of diesel. I think this is going to be a cracking machine because we've now got ground deformation, and I think we can do a bit more with the ground in terms of what we can do with it and how we can shape it. So I think if not me, someone is definitely going to come up with some sort of track to have this thing race around in, and I think it's going to be pretty good fun. I think I'm going to get in on that action as well. If what I'm thinking about ground deformation and, you know, if we can do terrain editing to the point that it looks like we potentially could, I think this is going to be a thing, and I think it's going to be something that everyone is going to try and do at some point. But next up, we have the 850. This is from Hutan Pantai, one of the little three-wheeled little carts you can get to drive about in. It's only going to cost you $5,500. It's only 3 horsepower, takes 10 litres of diesel, a variable CVT transmission, and it does a maximum speed of 38 kilometers an hour or 23 miles an hour. And also weighs just under half a ton at 492 kilos. Perfect for nipping pallets of stuff, as you can see in the screenshot here. Perfect for nipping pallets of stuff down to the local sell point or moving between productions or even stuff on your farm. Next up from Case IH, we have the Puma 260 CVXDrive. This is going to set you back $270,500. It's got a variable CVT transmission, 302 horsepower. No different horsepowers there, so I'm assuming it's just a one set engine. It holds 390 litres of diesel and can do a road speed of between 50 kilometers an hour or 31 miles an hour, and it weighs 7.3 tons. Paired with that, in this screenshot you can also see the RB456 HD Pro Baler. It's going to make 125 to 150 centimetre round bales. It weighs 4 tons, it costs $65,000, requires 120 horsepower, and will do a working speed of 17 kilometers an hour or 11 miles an hour. Next up today, we've got the new Holland T7 LWB PLMI. I know what LWB is, long wheelbase, but I don't know what the PLMI is. Anyway, it is going to set you back $239,500. It's only got one engine as well, 224 horsepower. It weighs 7.3 tons. 390 litres of diesel and a variable CVT transmission. It also does 50 kilometers an hour or 31 miles an hour. Paired up with that, we've got the Vaderstad Rexius 1230. It is a roller with a working width of 12.3 meters and a working speed of 12 kilometers an hour or 7 miles an hour. It's going to set you back $81,000 and has a 120 horsepower requirement and weighs 8.3 tons. And last up today, we've got the Claas, the Jaguar 990 Terra. It's a forage harvester and it is going to set you back $625,500. So it really is not cheap. It weighs 18.6 tons. It has 925 horsepower. Again, no additional engines there, so I'm assuming it's just the one. 37 litres of capacity internal. Obviously you don't really use it for storing anything. It goes straight into a trailer as it chops it. 1500 litres of diesel. It does 40 kilometers an hour or 25 miles an hour on the road. It's got a variable CVT transmission and it can chaff things, it takes grass. It looks like it does wood chips as well. And obviously your silage additive for when you're doing crops for putting into silage pits. Also paired with that, we've got the Claas Orbis 900, which is $127,000. It has an 840 horsepower requirement, so obviously it can only be used with the Jaguar 990 because of the horsepower requirement. It's got a 9 meter working width, weighs 4.1 tons, and has a working speed of 10 kilometers an hour or 6 miles an hour. And it's going to do all your whole crops like corn, wheat, oats, barley. I think it's barley, it's a different kind of style than what we're used to. Canola, sorghum, peas, and sunflowers. Well, that wraps up today for the 25th of October 2024 fact sheets, and we'll see you again Friday next week for the next set. Stay tuned.